Apollo Quiboloy's lawyer denies presence of the angels of death at the Kingdom of Jesus Christ. Speaking at Pulso ng Bayan Arid over the news radio station, Kingdom of Jesus Christ legal counsel Israelito Torreon said there are no angels of death and the accusation was part of the attacks against their leader, Pastor Apollo Quiboloy. He said that the Kingdom of Jesus Christ only has an army of prayer warriors who constantly pray to the Almighty. He said their faith sustains them, even in times of persecution, much like the trials faced by early Christians, or even the struggles of other religious groups. He said the burden of proof rests with the prosecution, who must establish guilt beyond reasonable doubt. He added that Quiboloy's innocence and the other accuseds will be proven in the proper legal arena, where the truth will prevail. Torreon said they are hoping that the public would not easily believe baseless statements and accusations against the religious leader. He added the Kingdom of Jesus Christ, the name above all names, is a community built on peace, love, and faith. Elder brother of ex-presidential economic advisor Michael Yang arrested at Ninoy Aquino International Airport. In a statement, the Bureau of Immigration said that Yang Jianxin, 54 years, was arrested at the Ninoy Aquino International Airport Terminal 3 upon his arrival from Cagayan de Oro by operatives of the Bureau's Fugitive Search Unit in cooperation with the Presidential Anti-Organized Crime Commission. Michael Yang is a former economic advisor of former President Rodrigo Duterte. In a Quad Committee hearing last August 16th, jailed former Bureau of Customs Intelligence Officer Jimmy Guban branded Michael Yang as the distributor of drugs in the local market. The House of Representatives approves bill in strengthening the Philippine Coast Guard on its third reading. The bill is set to clearly define the Philippine Coast Guard's organizational structure pertaining to services, commands, and districts. This covers the personnel complement of the Philippine Coast Guard, including the ranks and grades of personnel, and the distribution of ranks of officers and tenure in rank and position for both officers and enlisted personnel. It likewise provides that Philippine Coast Guard personnel shall receive the same base pay, hazard pay, and other benefits and allowances, corresponding to the salary grades and ranks in the Armed Forces of the Philippines or the AFP. It also aims to reinforce the Philippine Coast Guard's patrolling efforts by increasing the minimum manning level from the current 1 uniformed personnel per kilometer of coastline to 3. Furthermore, House Bill No. 10-841 will establish the Philippine Coast Guard Modernization Trust Fund, which shall be exclusively used for modernization initiatives. The Philippine Coast Guard takes custody of 2 oil tankers allegedly involved in oil smuggling. The Philippine Coast Guard took custody of 2 tankers that were allegedly engaged in oil smuggling activities at the Navotas port. In a statement, the Philippine Coast Guard said that personnel of its Task Force Aduana Port Interdiction Unit and the Bureau of Customs Intelligence and Investigation Services seized MT Tri-Trust alongside MT Mega Ensali Lee for engaging in unauthorized fuel transactions. The Philippine Coast Guard said that the Task Force Aduana Port Interdiction Unit received an information from Bureau of Customs Intelligence and Investigation Services regarding an alerted vessel involved in smuggling operations, specifically in dealing with highly dutiable petroleum products or unmarked fuels without proper duties and taxes. Davao City Representative Paolo Duterte tells Quad Committee that he wants to grill the resource persons. Expect fireworks in the next hearing of the House of Representatives Quad Committee, or quad-comm, as the special 4-way panel has invited Davao City 1st District Representative Paolo Duterte, son of former President Rodrigo Duterte, specifically to join the next hearing. Overall quad-comm Chairman, Surigao del Norte 2nd District Representative Robert Ace Barbers addressed during a hearing a letter coming for Representative Duterte's office. Quad-comm co-chairman, Abang Lingkod Party List, Representative Joseph Stephen Paduano was the one who raised the matter of the letter. Hezbollah leader vows retaliation against Israel for attacks on devices as both sides trade strikes. The leader of Hezbollah vowed to keep up daily strikes on Israel despite this week's deadly sabotage of its members' communication devices, and said Israelis displaced from homes near the Lebanon border because of the fighting would not be able to return until the war in Gaza ends. Israel also launched attacks in southern Lebanon, saying it struck hundreds of rocket launchers and other Hezbollah infrastructure, though it was not immediately clear if there were any casualties. The army claimed the launchers were about to be used in the immediate future. At the same time, the army ordered residents in parts of the Golan Heights and northern Israel to avoid public gatherings, minimize movements, and stay close to shelters in anticipation of possible rocket fire. Stay updated with the latest news. Visit our website at www.mb.com.ph or follow us on social media. Thanks for tuning in to the Manila Bulletin.